Howdy, y'all. This is Proverbs 30 in the RSV for December 30th, 2023. The words of Agur, son of Jacob of Massa. The man says to Ithiel and Ukal, surely I am too stupid to be a man. I have not the understanding of a man. I have not learned wisdom, nor have I knowledge of the Holy One. Who has ascended to heaven and come down? Who's gathered the wind in his fist? Who's wrapped up the waters in a garment? Who's established all the ends of the earth? What is his name and what is his son's name? Surely you know. Every word of God proves true. He's a shield to those who take refuge in him. Do not add to his words, lest he rebuke you, and you be found a liar. 2 things I ask of thee. Deny them not to me before I die. Remove far from me falsehood and lying. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food that is needful for me, lest I be full, and deny thee, and say, who's the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal, and profane the name of my God. Do not slander a servant to his master, lest he curse you, and you be held guilty. There are those who curse their fathers, and do not bless their mothers. There are those who are pure in their own eyes, but they're not cleansed of their filth. There are those, how lofty are their eyes, how high their eyelids lift. There are those whose teeth are like swords, whose teeth are like knives, to devour the poor from off the earth, the needy from among men. The leech has 2 daughters. Give, give, they cry. 3 things are never satisfied. 4 never say enough. Sheol, the barren womb, the earth ever thirsty for water, and the fire which never says enough. The eye that mocks a father and scorns to obey a mother will be picked out by the ravens of the valley and eaten by the vultures. 3 things are too wonderful for me. 4 I do not understand. The way of an eagle in the sky, the way of a serpent on a rock, the way of a ship on high seas, and the way of a man with a maiden. This is the way of an adulteress. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I've done no wrong. Under 3 things the earth trembles. Under 4 it cannot bear up. A slave when he becomes king, and a fool when he's filled with food. An unloved woman when she gets a husband, and a maid when she succeeds her mistress. 4 things on the earth are small, but they are exceedingly wise. The ants are a people not strong, yet they provide their food in the summer. The badgers are a people not mighty, yet they make their homes in the rocks. The locusts have no king, yet all of them march in rank. The lizard you can take in your hands, yet it is in kings' palaces. 3 things are stately in their tread, 4 are stately in their stride. The lion, which is mightiest among beasts, and does not turn back before any. The strutting cock, the he-goat, and a king striding before his people. If you've been foolish, exalting yourself, or if you've been devising evil, put your hand on your mouth. For pressing milk produces curds, and pressing of the nose produces blood, and pressing of anger produces strife. I still feeling too stupid to be a man. A little more confident a year deep that I've learned a little bit of wisdom. So maybe I'm stupid enough to be a man. You know what I'm saying? It says, I have not the understanding of a man. Maybe I just now have got the understanding of a man. And all these lofty things about gathering up the earth and forming the earth and the limits of the earth, like who made it? What's his son's name? This prayer, this is a good prayer. It's not labeled as a prayer, but 2 things I ask of thee. Deny them not to me before I die. Remove far from me falsehood and lying, and give me neither poverty nor riches. So help this person to refine their thoughts and their speech and their actions. Right? Falsehood and lying. But also, give me just enough. I don't need great riches, because I'll say I did it myself. And I don't need to be so poor that I'm profaning your name, trying to make ends meet. Just give me just enough. It seems like this current generation, I've said it before, about how lofty are their eyes and their teeth are like knives. Not so much the common person, the people in power right now, the oligarchs and the bankers, things like that. I've said so much about these lists before. Today I kind of come up empty. All I can say is we're going to go to the end and say, if you've been foolish, exalting yourself, or if you've been devising evil, put your hand on your mouth. If you've ever seen, like, taking milk that's separated and pressing the curds and seeing the milk, squirt out of it, squirt out of it. It's like the more you press it, the more it comes out until it's dry, right? So similarly, let's press that out of ourselves. Let's press the bad speech out. Let's refine our speech just like the prayer goes, right? All right, with that, I guess that's it for this evening. And see you tomorrow. Well, see you for the next episode. Last day of the year, last night of the year. Go with God. Be blessed.